Hi guys, Random here, back with another Tutorial Tuesday. Today we're going to have a look at how to destroyer. Okay. As you're aware, there are 4 types of vessel in this game, and we have destroyers, cruisers, battleships and aircraft carriers. We're going to take a look at them each in turn, and today we're going to concentrate on destroyers. Now then, there are some important things you need to know about destroyers, especially if you want to play the Japanese ones. Destroyers essentially get their damage mainly from torpedoes. Okay, there are gunboat ones like the Americans and the Pan-Asian, but mainly you're looking at torpedoes. They're the things that do the big damage. Okay, so if you're taking on a battleship, you're not gonna pew 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 it into the sea with your tiny little guns. You need your tin fish. Right, now in order to make torpedoes work effectively, there are a few things you need to know. So first of all, forget survivability, because you're a destroyer, you haven't got any. Okay, artillery, yeah, we've got 3 120mm guns, so you may as well shoot them with pistols. And then we have our torpedoes. Now our torpedoes are 57 knots, 7km range, and we have 2 twin launchers. Okay, 2x2. And if you hover over that, you can see that your maximum damage is 9,067. Now that's good, because if you can land a couple of them, that could be 18,000 maximum damage, less the torpedo damage reduction belt that the ship has. So if it's got a 10% damage reduction, then it will be 18,000 less 1,800. So you see how that works. The range of the torpedoes is quite important, as is the speed. Okay, now the speed of the torpedo isn't quick in this particular case. This is the Tier 3 Japanese destroyer Wakatake, and yeah, it's not quick, 57 knots. Concealment wise, we have 5.9 kilometers concealment. So if you take the range and deduct the concealment, that's how much room you have to play with. In this case it's 1.1 kilometers, which isn't a lot. It isn't a lot, but that is the important thing that you need to know before you climb into any of the destroyers, is what is your detectability range and how far can your torpedoes actually travel. If we look at I don't know, the Farragut for example, torpedo range on this is the Tier 6 American destroyer, is 6.4 kilometers, and concealment 7.3. So yeah, if you take that and deduct that, you've got a negative number. That means they can see you before you can use your torpedoes. So you have to adopt a slightly different strategy with these particular boats, which I'll try and show you with the Wakatake. But yeah, I'll try and show you with the Wakatake. It doesn't work quite as well, but that's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into a battle, and we're going to demonstrate this in action, so to speak. So it's going to be a low tier battle. Yep, Tier 3, Tier 4. We do have an aircraft carrier, which is a bit of a shame. But you generally find them down here at sort of low tiers because people haven't realised just how broken they are yet. And I'm going to, yeah, I'll put the mini-map to maximum, why not? So we can see the circles, and you can see that dashed line. That is your detection. To turn these on, click here, and you can turn on detectability by sea, by air, how good your AA gun firing range is, your torpedo range, and your main battery range. So you can do that by clicking control to get your arrow up, and then hover over that and click it. So, oh, shouty Japanese captain. Right. So what we want to do is we want to get to a position where we are going to be useful for the team. Now the team is going to mirror us completely because we are in a co-op. So that's fine. So what you don't want to do is fire your guns if you can help it, because they will see you. Press P to turn off your anti-aircraft guns. Reason for that is your detectability by sea will increase if you start firing your AA. So let's go forward here. We'll get away from this G101 who just wants to shoot islands, because probably not going to be the sneakiest approach you could take. Now then, on the map here we can see incoming enemy aircraft. Now enemy aircraft will spot you. This is not good. You can hide in smoke. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow down. You need to be at quarter speed or lower, and then pop smoke. Now we're detected by enemy aircraft. They won't have had time to detect us properly, so I'm going to turn on my anti-air guns, because why wouldn't you? You're in smoke, you can't be seen. And then I'm going to hope that our aircraft carrier manages to shoot down some planes. And it sounds like he's doing okay. And then we've got this Wakatake over here. We actually shot a plane down. That's amazing. Almost unheard of in a Japanese destroyer at this tier. Yeah, so we've got this Wakatake here. Don't want to use your torpedoes here because there's too many friendlies around. He's disappeared into the smoke, but he will come out of it any moment. Here he comes, and we can fire our guns pretty much without worrying too much because we are in smoke. But you can see this orange thing up here. Yeah, that is the smoke saying it's running out. So we have got enemy fighters overhead. They might track us for a bit. They can't actually do anything to us other than show us up, which is a bit annoying, but not the end of the world. So now we are no longer spotted, and we have this Kaiser coming in over here. So let's hard turn, and let's drop some torpedoes. Now that Kaiser is probably going to see those because of those bombers. If they go over the top, they will see the torpedoes. So I'm going to slow down a little bit, because I'm pretty certain he can't get me from here with his guns. And we've got our torpedoes. You can zoom in by pressing Z, and we see there we got 3 hits, which is beautiful. We've also got our torpedoes coming back up. So what do we want to do? We want to send some more, don't we? Now you see I sent some just before, some just after. We didn't get a flooding there, I don't think. Oh no, we did get a flooding, so it's not too bad. So what we're hoping for here is that those torpedoes will also... There they are, look, going along. We're hoping they will also hit the target. Probably get 3. Oh, we've got 2. Okay, that's fine. We've got flooding again. So you can see the flooding damage just ticking up there. So that's fine. You know, Mr. Kaiser there, his damage is ticking away. So what we could do here is take a little bit of a chance. And we can see his engine's gone. His guns are kind of pointing this way. They are turning though, so that's not too bad. So why not take the chance See if we can get a fire on him as well. Finish him a little bit quicker. We've still got the ticking damage from the torpedoes there. We could theoretically send more torpedoes at him, but really, what's the point? He's going to die anyway, so that's fine. So we have a Wyoming over here. Now that Wyoming is pretty much undamaged. So he is a lovely big pinata of XPs. So let's send our torpedoes. Got the Langley over there as well. We could smoke up here, but I'm just going to use this island. You see, I'm keeping it as cover. This is how you would use your American destroyer torpedoes, which don't have the same range. And it looks like we missed... Oh no, we got one on him. That's fine. Okay. So we've got ourselves here. We're detected, but that's okay. So let's fire our torpedoes. Now I've got a feeling he's going to turn. So let's see if we can get a few cheeky hits on him. And then let's check our torpedoes, which are looking good. Look at these. Beautiful. And that should finish him off now. His damage is ticking away, and yep, we got the kill there. So all that remains is the aircraft carrier, and the G101, Mr. Pew Pew from the beginning. He's heading up over here. He's probably going to try and torpedo it. It's not impossible to do, but when aircraft carriers are pretty much sending aircraft all the time, they aren't easy to torpedo because they see the torpedoes in the water, so not ideal. So we're waiting for our guns to come around so we can get some shots on this guy. And yeah, he's going for the torps. I don't really want to get too close because torpedoes, when you send them, are dodgy. Yeah, they don't have a team. They'll kill anyone. So that's a tier 3 game. Now in that game we got 83,725 damage. We got 7 target hits, 10 torpedo hits, shot down 2 planes, which is fantastic in a Japanese destroyer. It's amazing, in fact. 1 incapacitation, so we knocked out 1 system, could be the steering or the engine. We destroyed 1 boat, and we got 7 floods, giving us 49,035 credits, 602 XP, and 124 free XP. You see there, we're top of the tree there. Mr. Pew 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 just below us. Detailed report there. Damage we got on the Wyoming and the Kaiser was lovely, and you can see here the torpedo damage what we got. We actually hit 10 out of 16, which is pretty good. And then take home, now I'm running premium at the moment, so I take home 45,859 credits. If I wasn't, I'd take home 29,500 and 803 commander XP. Again, if I wasn't, I'd get 401 XP and 535 commander XP. So that is how you destroy her. Don't be too aggressive, don't push too far forwards. Use your detectability range to your advantage. If you come across another destroyer, don't be afraid to turn around and, you know, run away. Essentially, maybe launch some torpedoes at it, you might get lucky, and then just head off and try and increase the distance from it. That is how you stay alive. In the American ones, like we did with that Wyoming, creep up round the island. You know he's there, he doesn't know you're there. You can drop your torpedoes within your torpedo range and you can get some really good damage. The American torpedoes, if I remember correctly, actually do pretty decent damage. So 11,733, that's tier 6. What have we got? Japanese, that's tier 6. Fubuki. 16,000. Yeah, they don't do bad damage, the American torpedoes. Not quite as good as the Japanese ones, but they have better stealth, I think you would call it. They're not detected quite as far out as the Japanese torpedoes. The speed on them is reasonable. But yeah, it's a nice way to play the boat. Use the islands. Definitely. So I hope that helps. I hope you found that useful. If you've got any questions, please do put them down in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video and you did find it useful, then why not give it a like. And if you're new to the channel and you'd like to see more tutorials and gameplay, then why not subscribe? Don't forget the little bell icon there as well, so you get a notification when a video goes up. Anyway, I think that's more than enough from me for now, so it just remains for me to say thank you ever so much for watching, guys. But for now, it's Captain Random signing off. Take care, and I'll see you again in the next one.